President of Nigeria, His Excellency Godswin AKPABIO, the former Minister of Niger Delta, as well as the former Governor of Akwa Ibom, was in Akwa Ibom yesterday during the flag off of the local government election campaign, APC campaign. And as you can see in the video, a lot of people turned out for the campaign of APC faithful. This is a Milo corner, you get a CB. Here we are in Nigeria in 2024 after 1 year, 3 months of the administration of this current APC, which they have unleashed hunger, disastrous policies, which have resulted into the current higi-haga in our economy, security, and welfare. Before we go further on this particular campaign promises of the APC in Akwa Ibom State, and the statement being made by the Senate President, let's look at this carefully. There was a news that the dam broke down somewhere in Borno State, of which there will be a lot of flood in the state, but was ignored by the government of Borno State, where they said that there will be no any form of flood, that Borno is safe. Fast forward to a few days later, you saw what happened, so disastrous. We saw prominent Nigerians, sympathizing, and all Nigerians sympathizing with the citizens of Borno State. We saw the president flew back to the country and was in Maiduguri to sympathize with people that lost their lives and properties, as well as the Dunamis International Gospel Center pastor, Dr. Paul Enenche, among many Nigerians who went to Borno to, give relief materials. Now, the question is that for those that they did not give them this relief material hand to hand, or yours is your case, so because no will reach you. Now, normal thing. I was there before. I've experienced it firsthand, so nobody fit tell me that one. But let's go further. There is already a news breaking from Cameroon that the Cameroonian government is about to open their border because of excess water, of which, if opened, the people of Benue State, Kogi, Bayelsa, Anambra will be hit with another flood, even some part of Abuja. But the government is always aware that every 4 years, or better still, every 2 or 3 years, there is always a release of water from the dam in Cameroon. And there has never been any way where the Nigerian government has made plans in order to curtail the release of this flood coming from Cameroon, or water from Cameroon, which always, bring a lot of flood, disastrous flood to Nigeria. We saw sometime last year that water was so much flowing around the Kogi axis because of rainfall and also this release of water from the dam, which resulted into tankers not being able to supply fuel to the northern part of the country, which was the reason why we experienced some shortage of fuel as of last year, and 2 years ago rather. But now, here we are in 2024 with the same scenario. The government has not made any move in order to stop any form of flood if this water is being released from Cameroon. So the people of Benue, the people of Kogi, some part of Abuja, Bayelsa, Anambra, they are all watching. And these politicians will continue to, watch this happen. Then at the end of the day, they come with a bag of rice and some bread to give to those who have been affected. And they use that to campaign in the next election. And this is the reason why when you look at some issues being raised by some certain Nigerians, they continue to hold the opposition accountable that they are not truly opposition in Nigeria. When you look at these situations like this, where the opposition need to stand out and make sure that they hold the government accountable, but then they shy away from some of those realities. But then, going back to what AKPABIO said, AKPABIO during the campaign, flag of campaign in Akwa Ibom State, said that he is going to make sure that the Nigerian people are well represented and that there is no any going back in forms or in terms of development. According to him, quote, "It's me once again assuring you all that I will continue to work for you, the states and Nigeria as a whole. The God that did uncommon things in this state when I was your governor is back again in the states." Senator AKPABIO. End of quote.
I brought along with me the chairman of a development agency in the Senate, because the problem you have today is nothing but empowerment. You have to eat.
So now, listening to AKPABIO, you will understand carefully that these people and the crowd that you are seeing is something that is surprising to me. I think say the same, but the hunger day and all of that. Anyway, during the hunger protest, there was no any form of protest in the South region and the Southeast. We only saw some skeleton of protests in Port Harcourt. But the protest was not seen in Akwa Ibom and some other southeastern, south states. Reason being that, to me, when there is a protest in Nigeria and the south or southeast to be precise engage in such protests, they are the ones that are the victim of the protest, because the federal government through Operation Panton Dance and other kind of operation will be sent to the region, of which that will result into the killing of the indigenous of those region. Therefore, staying back at home and not joining the protest was the best idea for the eastern part of the country under the APC-led government, because of the experience that they have had within the last 8 years or 9 years of APC government, especially of the 8 years of Muhammadu Buhari. So it is now obvious that they are not going to join any form of protest under the APC government. Fast forward to AKPABIO. The uncommon senator making an uncommon statement, and he is assuring the people that he will continue to work for them at the state and Nigeria as a whole. How? Is it by buying private jets for the president and not caring for the common man on the street? Is it by the SUV that they buy for themselves? How? These are the questions that Nigerians are supposed to be asking those politicians. When you look at the stadium, almost fully packed by people of Akwa Ibom. Now you will ask yourself, if this APC is actually causing hunger with their policy and all of that, then you are not supposed to be here. And if you are here, you are supposed to boo them. Let me not use the other word before they come for me. But you're supposed to boo them. Not here cheering, hailing them and all of that. I have nothing personal against the Senate president. But he is the worst Senate president in the history of Nigeria. Within the last 1 year in office, he's the worst, the most terrible Senate president. Let's tell ourselves the truth. This is not the best way to go. Because when you look at the things going on in the country and the Senate president makes some certain funny statements and jokes, you can easily tell. But however, what do you make of all of this? Let me have your take in the comment section. Do you believe that one day Nigerians will come out of these cankerworms of politicians? Let me have your take in the comment section. Thank you for watching.